Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to a new episode of Games and Names. Our featured sport for this episode is the sport of modern pentathlon in Paralympic form, and our star guest is coach of Egypt's national team, Mahmoud Sayed. So let's get to know more about Paralympic pentathlon in Egypt and about its coaches in Egypt in the upcoming minutes of Games and Games. UIPM has put together a Paralympic pentathlon, also known as Parapentathlon Working Group, to engage the wider Paralympic sporting community and the international audience in taking up the sport of modern pentathlon, also in the very specific and challenging field of disabilities or for people with special abilities. The aim is to make Parapentathlon a key part of the UIPM development program and strengthen the relations with the international Paralympic committees at both national and international levels, thanks to the crucial support of the National Olympics and Paralympics Associations, the Modern Pentathlon National Federation, and any internal and external stakeholder interested in the promotion of the sport movement. The Para Pentathlon Working Group aims for uniting well-known modern pentathlon experts, having a very balanced distribution at continental level that can be key for the support granted to each UIPM confederation, as well as bringing together the international sport movement, the modern pentathlon family, and the diversity that underpins the athlete of the future. To make modern pentathlon with all its disciplines and sub-sports more accessible to everyone, irrespective of gender, age, or ethnic background, also at Paralympic level. Moreover, the vision is to provide a therapeutic, multidisciplinary approach for people with special abilities, becoming a valid base on which formulating a wise proposal addressed to people with special abilities in both the psychological and analytical patterns. To formulate a wise model for modern pentathlon for physically impaired individuals that allows a broad spectrum of participants in the framework of the Paralympic movement that can become the basis for a complete multidisciplinary approach for all impaired conditions, regardless of the injuries occurred, and easily to represent the UIPM within the IPC family as well. And of course, it is a dream for the sport of Paralympic pentathlon to join the Paralympic Summer Games in the near future. And this is what the world is working on at the moment, waiting for that historic moment where Paralympic modern pentathlon will be part, officially, a part of the Para Summer Olympic Games.
محمود السيد مدرب الجري والرماية في المنتخب البارالمبي المنتخب المصري للبارالمبي.
I am Mahmoud Sayed. I am the national team coach for modern Paralympic pentathlon. I am 47 years old. I started in the world of sports back in 1986 as a track and field athlete, where I achieved a number of national and Arab championships. I started coaching in 2001 in the sport of track and field. I used to be an assistant coach for Egypt's national team with renowned coach Ihab Sayed. And then I entered the world of pentathlon coaching in 2004. Um, Then, 8 years ago, I was very lucky to be introduced to the world of Paralympic modern pentathlon. And since then, I've been with the Egyptian national team in the sport of Paralympic modern pentathlon. And I got a lot of experience from Dr. Galal and Captain Assam. God bless their souls. They were pioneers in the field of coaching in Paralympic pentathlon. Of course, our competition includes running, the laser run, shooting, swimming, and fencing for Paralympic athletes.
في الاول في البدايه بدانا حاجه اسمها مركز تدريب، طبعا بوجود دكتور جلال وزي ما قلت وكابتن عصام.
We embarked on getting the wheel of Paralympic modern pentathlon running in Egypt by establishing a training center with Dr. Galal and Captain Assam. God bless their souls, the pioneers of the sport here in Egypt. I was lucky enough to be with them. And at that stage, we had a youngster called Khalid Hamdi. He was in secondary school back then. He was an obvious talent, and he later became a world champion, a gold medalist in several international championships. And I believe that this is my main highlight as a coach, getting Khalid Hamdi from a very young age to become world champion and gold medalist in a number of international competitions. You know, when you work with athletes with special abilities, you focus mainly on technique, on the technical side of the sport they are practicing. Of course, also nutrition and a nutritional system is very important, and the psychological or mental part of the game. We also work on that a lot.
Drop it like that.
المنتخب المصري احنا فيه كده يعني عملنا رانك من 3 سنين فاتوا.
Egypt has made big strides in the past 3 years in the sport of modern pentathlon in the Paralympic category. Here in Egypt, we organize a number of important championships, including three Cairo zone championships and other provincial zone championships, and of course, three national championships. There are tournaments where we only focus on a running and swimming competition, and in another form, we focus on the laser run and shooting. Then we select the top four from the national championship, and they are the ones who will get to represent the country in international championships. And as I said, for 3 years now, we've been doing very well on the global scene. We face a very strong competition from countries like France, Ireland, England, Portugal, and others. And here I have to thank Captain Sharif Al Arian for his support to athletes in the sport of modern pentathlon in its Paralympic form here in Egypt. The training camps that he helps to organize have really played an integral part in getting a number of medals, including gold medals, in international championships.
هي لعبه مكلفه جدا.
Paralympic modern pentathlon is an expensive sport to practice. I have to thank here the sports governing body in Egypt. Um, we need a lot of equipment for shooting, fencing, for the targets, the protective materials. So it is an expensive sport, and the sports association here in Egypt really not just endorses the national team players, but really players from all clubs and youth um, centers and from across the board. Sometimes in training camps that are designed, dedicated to the national team, we invite players from across the board to train with us. Um, the association here at the National Association is doing a great job to promote the sport in Egypt. We need more from the media. We need more media coverage and shedding light on the success stories of our athletes can really help in widening the base for the sport.